and I've got my team friends and clients, Amali and Sandeep. And I think
Hi, here. How are you? We're doing great. Thank you, Vinny. Thanks for coming in, visiting us.
yeah, thank you so much for having us here, my friend. So I've been here on my client visit, and it's good to meet you. And this whole purpose of this meeting is to know clients better, and I think it's more about becoming family and friends first, and then transactions would happen with them. So you've been with us for about 12 months or so, roughly? And we have done one transaction so far. Right. We have dealt with some complexities.
That's right.
And then we spent another hour and a half today, my friend.
Those are different
On
complexities.
a
I'd say. Getting to know each other. So
if I have to ask you one question, how crap we are in what we do, my friend? Any word of advice for us? That would be good.
Well, honestly, like as I was saying, I think being new to the whole investment journey, I think you guys have been amazing. Like we were able to like ask all these stupid questions along the way, and iron out any doubts, and just help us build confidence and launch into all these problems. That was really good. Yeah,
I'd have to agree. I think
the prompt communication that was really good.
the responsiveness was appreciated, and sometimes also the frankness in things and the simple explanations.
Yeah.
Um, real world examples,
Yep.
relatable examples. All that's been very, very helpful to us. And
Yep.
thanks for setting us up in the first one.
That's good. Tell me one thing, as if the industry is very transactional, the industry as finance, we get unemotional because we are into the transaction world every hour, every single conversation. So did you find our business transactional, more human, there was a connect, we were trying to do right things for you guys, or at some point you found that there is no difference dealing with us versus anyone else? You could have pretty much got the same insights somewhere else, or the relatability, or you felt a genuine difference.
For us, it was like it was a long term plan and that working towards a strategy. So like we were able to sort of like have that conversation. We didn't feel rushed to approach you. So I think that was really important for us, like being new and yeah, just knowing that there's someone that we could ask our tough questions as well.
Yep.
So and I think in meeting in person that's another level as well. I think we know each other more than just the finances now. So I think that's really nice to know who we are as well. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think I agree. Like there's the transactional side, but I think initially when we met, you asked some good questions which made us think about the long term. Why are we here? Why are we spending each other's time? And I think that really made us think differently. And I think again in that relatable way, rather than saying let's just go straight into it, and buy this, buy that, or whatever. So I think we found that to be quite different. Also the way of, I think the way you talk about, what you want to go for, the ecosystem, the financial world,
Yes.
the finances itself, and how to be thoughtful, careful, prudent.
Yep.
While also, looking at the future. I think that kind of, we felt it's quite honest in that whole
Vision,
balance,
yes.
and that vision is very important for us.
And I think even today we touched on some of the subjects that we were not here meant for, right? We talked about commercial, we talked about buying some businesses. So I think that's the beauty. When we come to you as a full banking solution. We are not one pony operators, one trick ponies in that sense, right? We just don't sell you residential. That's not the idea. Idea is to see your family goals and what the future could look like for us if we really invested smart about our time and money. And I think that's what we were talking about, right? Time is the biggest asset. So if we wisely deploy that, then possibly we have a better quality of life, better financial outcomes,
Yeah.
and at a much faster pace overall.
Yeah. I mean, it's just things that we haven't really even thought about. So it's
Yep.
nice to have that sort of like,
Bring that difference.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Open up the mind.
This is how we manifest, right? So think like this, and this is where we are very honest. We are not chasing every business in the market. We want to deal with certain quality of clients and for families that are professional, are genuine, respectful, want to do the right things to themselves and to everyone else. And if I invest our time with you, then we can create a much bigger outcome for yourself and for us. Rather than trying to chase every single smaller transaction, right? Yeah. So it's a better return with the investment of time and relationship. If you grow to 500 million, my friend, of course we will grow together. I think it's not at the cost of each other. That's the pure effort of the business for us. That we don't want to grow at your cost. We want to grow together. You grow doing the right things, and we provide as much information as we know. And we possibly don't have every answer. but we are always curious about subjects, and we always want to deep dive and find solutions. I think that's who we are, about solutions, creating solutions, be creative around time, money, and the real outcomes. A lot of people would come to us chasing numbers. So I cannot have 5 properties or 10 properties. But for us, it's about the goal. What is the wealth goal, right? You want to create a 5 million or a 10 million portfolio that's bleeding money, or you want to create a better ROI take in the family, better wealth. I think that's the key difference.
Yes.
And you can have that 5 million in your bank account, doing very different things rather than just try to chase one product or one asset class.
Right.
Good. Good to talk to you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your
much.
time.